Alright, how's it going, guys? Gonna be doing a full long play walkthrough with some strategy and tips. Played the game a couple times, beat it on hardcore, beat it on standard. A couple more times after that, I got an A final score one time on the standard playthrough, got a C final score on the hardcore playthrough. It was very, very hard playing the hardcore. It's actually the first one I played. Kind of stupid. So, done it a couple times, learned some new things every time, and I think I know some good ways to go about playing the game to maximize your survivability and to enjoy the game in its full extent. So, here we go. I will also point out, not the best at the game, but know the game pretty well, and pretty confident if you follow some of these videos, you will enjoy yourself a hell of a lot more. I will be skipping the cutscenes. If you want to watch cutscenes, watch them on your own time. Gonna try and keep the videos between 20 and 30 minutes, so cutscenes would just kind of cut into that. So, alright, first encounter here. Hit the zombies in the head. Don't hit them anywhere else. Hitting zombies anywhere but the head is a complete waste of ammo. It'll take you 10 times the bullets to kill a zombie if you hit them anywhere but the head. It already takes way too much to kill them when hitting them in the head, so pick up this, use the key, we're out of here. And straight through. Easy enough. The first part of the game is just kind of getting you going. Not super hard. You die here, maybe you reconsider playing the game altogether. Alright, like I said, gonna skip the cutscenes, get straight to it.
Attention all citizens.
Alright, and this scene starts, turn around and just start running. Don't waste any bullets in this part of the game. There's nothing out here that you can find, so just run to the alley. If you've gone 10 seconds and you're not in the alley, you've gone the wrong way. And like I said again, don't waste bullets here. No point, nothing to be found. Only got 5 left.
There it is, the station.
One thing to note, if the area or the room that you're running through is pretty big, like this right here, and there's zombies in it, you can easily avoid them. Usually it takes them a second to stagger in your direction. No point in wasting ammo if you don't really have to. So, here we go. Alright, so now that we've made it to basically the main part of the game we're going to be playing, press the map button, and you can see this area is blue. One thing to note, anytime you're in a room, if the area is blue, that means there's nothing else left to find in that room. No more items to pick up or anything. As you can see here, this room is red. That means that there is at least one item to be picked up. I will note, if the room is red, if the room is blue, that doesn't mean that you won't ever go back to the blue area to go through a separate door. It just means that there's no more items left to pick up. So just because the room is blue, don't think that you'll never go back to that room. One thing to note about items here, obviously there's something to be picked up. This little icon kind of indicates that. If you're ever within proximity of something and you don't happen to see it for some reason, it will show up on your map, as this does now. In case you're further in the game and you're looking at your map and you realize, oh man, I missed something, you can always go back. This is first aid spray. It will fully heal you no matter how hurt you are. It will not cure you if you're poisoned, which will happen later on in the game, and we'll further explain that. Okay, so looking at your items in your inventory, as you can see here, this key that we use at the gas station has a red check mark at the bottom right. That means that it will no longer be used. You can either click on it, you can either discard it and it'll just disappear forever, or you can just put it in your stash, which is what I like to do personally. Keep every item, even though I'm never going to use it again. I'm just kind of OCD in that regard. but just remember the check mark means you will never have a use for it again, so you can definitely put it up. So I purchased this game. I purchased the add-on, which came with this particular gun. I recommend that if you did purchase the add-on to use this gun, it is stronger than the other pistol. It will require less bullets to kill enemies, and that's something that's going to be very valuable, especially in a game where survivability and ammo is hard to come by. Typewriter is where you save everything. We're going to save over the first slot. For purposes of getting the best score you want to get at the end of the game when you beat it, the less you save, the better your score is. So keep that in mind if you're aiming to get a high score. But for the purposes of this walkthrough, I will be saving it more often than not, just for the purposes of, potentially dying. Just touching this item so it shows up on our map here. One big thing to note, anytime you're in a room, try to clear that room out completely before you leave that room. Just looking for loose items. For example, all the way over here, there's some bullets. Turn back around. So, one thing to note here, so we got a door. Obviously, it's got a spade on it. You're gonna need a spade key to unlock this door. If you look at your map, it shows that this white cylinder is a door, but there's no icon on it. It means nothing. If you touch the door and try to open it and you find that it's locked and you go to your map, it'll now tell you that this is the spade door. So the map will kind of help you remember where certain things are. So anytime there's a locked door, even if you know it's locked or figure it's locked, touch it. That way you know what you need to unlock it in the future. I'm gonna go ahead and go down where we need to go first. Make it quick. This is where we'll be coming later on in the game to put our 3 medallions that we're going to be looking for. Another door I'm going to touch here. Another spade door. Easy enough. And we're going to touch this box. Looks like we need some kind of tool to get through this, which is going to be a knife. So we're going to head this way. And we're going to have our first encounter over here. I'm gonna go put the first aid spray up because I'm actually gonna find one soon after this. Try to leave as much space on my inventory as possible. Alright, skip the cutscene. Alright, most of the time, good rule of thumb, when you enter a room, sometimes there's clues on the walls, locker combinations, anything that may be helpful for your progression through the game. In this particular room, there is not anything except this. Obviously, it's missing something. It's missing a power source. Whenever we find that, this door will open all the way for easier run through. Again, we're going to look, as you can see, this area is blue. Nothing to be picked up in here. And this area is flashing, telling us this is where we have to go now. This door is locked. And it just says locked door, which is kind of eerie because it's not really telling us why it's locked. In reality, there's like a chair on the other side that's blocking this, but get to that later. So no items in here, so we're just going to keep running. Gonna check this door. One good rule of thumb, don't go barging into doors like I just did. I just know there's nothing in here that's going to attack us, but typically there could be something waiting for you on the other side. And also being super loud is typically not very good for the game. You want to be quieter than louder. See dead bodies on the ground, walk up to them. Sometimes there's things on there that you will need. So as you can see, that's it for this room. Nothing else to pick up. We will be coming back to this room later on, I think, to get ammo for the flamethrower, but that's much later in the game. So, continuing on, move this thing out of the way. Okay, can make it right over here to this bathroom, and again, just for purposes, bathroom is red. Also do note, the rooms that you haven't gone in yet will not show you anything. So Most games are like this that have maps, but if the room is blank, that means you haven't been there yet. So a good rule of thumb to remember. Again, this room is red. There's first aid spray in the second stall here. Very good to completely search areas out. Make sure you don't leave anything behind. In a game of survivability, every bullet and every piece of health is very, very important. Just gonna touch this door. As you can see, it says chain door, which means there's a chain on the other side that's locking this door. So, same thing with this right here. This door is chained, and it's going to show up on your map as chain door. So it looks like you need a tool to be able to get in there, which is the bolt cutters, which we will find pretty soon.
I'll get you out.
Alright, this is the notebook that's going to show us how to get the 3 medallions once we run across these 3 statues, which is basically the first goal of the first part of the game, is to find the 3 medallions to find a way out of the police station. One thing to note, anytime you go through a door and you have to go back through it, especially immediately, 9 times out of 10, a zombie is going to be coming through it. That's just the way this game operates. So, go ahead and take this guy out. Alright. See the guy coming through the window here. We're just going to leave him be. Don't ever waste ammo if you're running in the other direction. It's just not worth it.
Jesus, they're everywhere. Son of a bitch.
Alright. If you're running low on ammo, or to make sure you don't run low on ammo, don't waste more bullets on zombies if you don't have to. If you're going the complete opposite direction, leave them be. That being said, if you don't kill a zombie in a room, they will still be alive if you come back 5 hours later. So just remember that if you leave zombies be, they will still be there. There will also even be times where even if you do kill the zombies, they come back to life. Alright, so first statue here is the lion statue. So lion head, branch, and a bird to get this first medallion out. This one's just kind of, oops. This one's just kind of getting you going. Easy code here. Alright, I'm going to run back down here and go ahead and put this medallion in the exit here. You don't have to wait till you get all 3 to do it. Go ahead and just get rid of it. No sense in holding on to it.
So Elliot was right.
Yeah, but the passage isn't open yet.
Alright, we're gonna cut this wide open here. There's 2 items in this room right away I'm gonna go ahead and grab before I continue further.
Imagine my first day.
Also want to do a little quick explanation on the different types of healings here. This ammo, reload, I'm gonna put this stuff up. So 2 tips I'm gonna hand out here. So first of all, try to carry as least amount of things with you as possible. Obviously keep a weapon with you. I like to keep a knife with me because it's a defensive skill. If you ever get a zombie that's gonna bite you, you can use this to get him off of you before he bites you. Between the healing items, you get the first aid spray, heals you fully, and the herb. Now the herb heals you for about half of your health. I like to save these instead of using them because we will find later that there are other types of herbs that you can combine to make special herbs. So I like to just wait until I'm in danger health and use a first aid spray instead of using herbs. First aid spray only has 1 use, which is to fully heal you, and it can't be combined with anything else. Typically I would carry a healing item with me whenever I'm like trekking into what I think is going to be dangerous. This particular part of the game, I know I can make it to the next save room without really getting eaten up, so I'm gonna maximize my inventory space while I do that. Nothing really going on in this room, nothing to find, just kind of setting the stage here. Talk to this guy, he's dead. Go ahead and knock this guy down so he doesn't get in your way later when you're needing to run a lot faster, which we'll get into later in the game. Go ahead and touch this door. Make the club show up on the map so you know what you're looking for. Windows, zombies will come through them. We'll find later that you can board these things up. Just keep running for it. Through. Some more bullets. Remember, room's still red. Keep looking for things. Okay, you'll come across this a lot where you're, piece of paper on the table or anything that's trying to give you some information. If you're scrolling through it, I'm not gonna read them when I do these things. If you want to read it, just pause the video and you can read it yourself and then skip through. One piece of advice though, when you pick these things up, you're looking for something that's highlighted or green or some kind of color. That's how you know that it's something that you need to read. If you skim through it and it's just white, it's nothing. It's just kind of adding context to the story, which is kind of cool if you're into that. But for the purposes of the progression of the game, you don't need it unless it's green. Alright, so lady just busted through the door. I'm going to go ahead and take her out, even though it's against what I usually do, because I will be coming back through here later. And the more zombies I have to deal with at once, the worse. So let's go ahead and get rid of her. And as you can see, this room is now empty, and we're going to keep it going. Okay, so we're going to look at the map here. Just jump down. If you ever enter a room and you've got one way to go that kind of seems like it's going to be a longer way and a shorter way, always go the short way first. Kind of seems self-explanatory and kind of obvious, but explore the shorter portion first, because I guarantee you there's probably something there that you can pick up. And now you know that part's done. Alright, so this part of the police station is actually going to be pretty popular later on in the game. Typically I would let this guy just kind of do his little dance here and go the other way, because we have to go this way. Because as you can see, this is a dead end. We can't go in this office. This door is actually locked. I'm going to go ahead and touch it just so we know. But I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out because I don't want him a part of the party later on when this is kind of hectic. So yeah, and he's extra done now. Once their heads blow off, you know you're good. This guy is going to wake up later if you don't take him out now, so I'm going to go ahead and finish him off while he's not staggering all over the place. Hopefully that did the trick. Let me do one more shot on him, just a good measure. Yeah, see? Sometimes this game, man, I don't understand. Should be so dead. Okay. Gonna go in here. We'll come back to this room several times. Alright, first example of something that's green. So this is, this is something that you need to read to understand. Like I said, if you want to read it, just pause the video. I'm gonna go ahead and go through. It's just kind of telling us that this machine is missing 2 keypads. Or 2 buttons for the keypad, which we will need to be able to open all the doors of these lockers. Alright, so there's something in 102, 103, 106, and 109. Because we're missing keys, we won't be able to open up 102 and 103. So we're going to do 106. And 109. And the other side of the lockers, as you probably could assume, is the 200s, and we don't have that button, so that's all we can do for now. Piece of film. And some more bullets. So, gotta head on back. So that zombie that I killed usually comes back through this door, but I already blasted him, so we're good to go there. Gotta go in here. He's gonna wake up. Alright, gunpowder. Very useful for the game. This kind of explains the uses of gunpowder. Like I said, pause it if you want to watch it. But gunpowder can be made to make different types of bullets throughout the game, which will be very important, obviously. This guy wakes up later if I don't deal with him now, so try and get ahead of the game here. Yep, and he's done. It's just safe. We're gonna come back for this later when we find the combination. Alright. First rookie assignment. This is to get in the desk. You're gonna need to find the first initials of all of the names of the people. So we got David. Let's go ahead and pick this up just for completion purposes. Obviously, nothing here. Nothing's green. Nothing's highlighted. David, Elliot, and Neil. It's actually the other way, though. It can be Ned, Elliot, and then David. So N. Oops, shit. N-E-D. And then if you look at this one, this guy's going to wake up in a second. The first name tag is on the ground over there. George, kind of hidden. Rita, and Marvin. It's going to be MRG. To get in here. Alright, so this is basically an extended mag for the other gun that we put up. It's kind of trying to get us to use that one, or just making it better, which is also fine. Okay, yeah, I knew that guy was waking up soon. We're gonna go ahead and take him out because we have to come back through here later. We don't want it busier than it needs to be. Okay. Alright, we're going to get our first use at boards here. Like I said, this room is kind of popular later, so we're going to go ahead and board this up. It's not going to prevent everything from coming in, but it's going to prevent this guy from coming in, which will save us some bullets. They cannot get through the boards. Another green herb and a save room. Alright, benefits of the herbs, like I was talking about. Like I said, if you want to read, pause it. Alright. Put this up. There's a herb in here, I think. Red herb, yep. Okay. So the red herbs can't be used by themselves, but they can be combined with the blue herbs and the green herbs. I guess I can go ahead and show that just for the purposes of it. So right now the green herb will still restore a small amount of health. Once you combine it with the red herb, it will fully restore you. So you've essentially made a spray, which is good. So let's pull this gun out. Alright, so this gun has 5 bullets in it right now, and once we combine it with this, it's actually going to increase the bullets in it. I guess the clip came with bullets. Again, not going to use it. It's cool that they can hold more bullets, but this one's much more powerful, and I'm not really having a capacity issue in the moment, so I'm going to use the gun that, you know, it's killing them quicker. And as you can see, it's still taking a few shots anyways, so gonna put the gunpowder up. Gunpowder can't be used by itself, it needs to be combined with other gunpowder. Go ahead and put the film in here. Use it. Alright, so this is obviously telling us something that we don't know yet, but will be pretty obvious later when we run across it. So always check lockers if you ever see them. More than likely there can be something in there. Some more gunpowder and some more bullets. So we can go ahead and kind of running low on ammo, so I'm gonna pull this gunpowder out. Remember, combine 2 regular gunpowders and you'll get some more bullets. Gave us 12 for that one, which is good. And I'll go ahead and save it here since we've made some progress. Probably do another 15 or 20 minutes for this first video because it kind of takes a while to get to like a decent stopping point. Just keep it moving. Again, don't recommend running off with no healings, but I'm pretty confident that it's going to be okay. She wakes up later. As of right now, we're okay. We got to take this guy out. Aim is really bad sometimes. Okay, all those bullets I just made are gone. Over here, red herb on the ground. Oh, again, bodies on the ground. You know, she's probably a zombie. She's got bullets on her. Come up. She will wake up later. I might actually go ahead and just take her out now. Yeah. I don't recommend doing this because sometimes you can be wrong and it may not wake up and you just wasted ammo, but oh yeah, that'll do it. Okay, moving on. Zombie gonna come out of here. He's all dead though. Nothing to worry about. It looks like we need a tool here. It's gonna be a wheel. Turning that wheel will turn this gas off that we can't get through currently. And a lock on this locker. Shotgun shells. Portable safe. I hate this portable safe. Never been able to figure out exactly how to use it, but I always kind of figure it out. Don't really know the formula. Okay, so as you progress through the game, obviously you're going to find a bunch of items that are necessary to progress. When you pick up any item that is necessary for progression of the game, you need to examine it, because sometimes not every item can be used as is. As you can see here, there's something more to be done. So we're going to go try and figure out this code. Okay. That was actually the quickest I've ever done that. You just kind of fool around with it and keep pressing and trying to remember the order that it seems to be agreeable with. Okay, so this is a button for the keypad we had downstairs. So rather than continue to go upstairs, I will be going back down real quick to get... Just want to go ahead and put the button in the machine. Don't want to carry it any longer. Alright, so this guy has finally broken through the glass, but he's stuck right there. Good for us. Okay, make sure, even though we know we killed the zombies, that they haven't gotten a little cheap with the game here. So, good to go. I recommend when your first button, you put it in the 2. If you put it in the 3, that's not going to do much for you. Putting it there allows us to open the 102 locker, and it also allows us to open some of the 200 lockers, which we can only open 208, but it doesn't really matter, obviously, but pick your poison, I guess. Okay, here we go. Just some more gunpowder. Always useful. And shotgun shells. So the fact that the game is already giving us shotgun shells tells us that the shotgun may be quick upon us, which is here. And we need the weapons locker key to get in there. So be happening soon enough. Gonna go back upstairs. We didn't go all the way up. Okay. Check everything. 3 open slots. I think that's gonna be good. More ammo. Load it up. Another locker here that has a padlock on it. And we find the spade key. And we've already seen 2 doors that we can use for that. Make sure I've got everything. Oh, yeah. Well, good to go. Alright, we're going to see a liquor reel here. Okay.
What in the...
Don't worry, it'll be a while before we run into him. Run all the way through here, and we're going to get some information here that's actually pretty relevant that I think some people kind of skip over. So the liquors, which everyone's probably familiar with from playing this game, are completely blind. They cannot see anything. They can hear very, very well. It's like those things from the Descent or something. So, that being said, you need to walk very, very slowly around them, and sometimes you can get away with getting past them without having to waste any bullets or waste any health on them. Okay, so running out of space here, gonna go ahead and combine those gunpowders to make some ammo. It's never a waste to combine gunpowder to make ammo. You're always gonna need it. Also, got 2 ammo things here. Might as well just combine those as well to make some more space. Pick up these boards. I think I'm gonna run out of space from all the things that are here. Some more ammo. Alright, touch this. This is where we will get the last medallion. We need to find the gadget that's going to blow up this C4. Kind of the last goal here. Which is what this guy's telling you if you decide to read this. Basically just telling you you need to detonate this. Alright, so we get our first pouch of the game, which increases our inventory, which is honestly my favorite item. I love being able to carry more stuff. Makes me super happy. Gotta make sure we didn't miss anything. The room is still red, but that's because we have to go in there. So, but I'm just double checking to make sure we didn't leave anything behind. Never want to leave anything behind. All right. Okay, that's actually scared the hell out of me.
Back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Martin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
See if I can kill this guy from here without having to go down there and mess with him. Looks like it might have done the trick. He'll probably wake up. I feel like I remembered people in this room were constantly being a problem. Never wanted to stay dead. Yeah, I think he's waking up again already. Yep, here he comes. And this guy over there is gonna wake up. Pick up this knife on this guy.
Just...
Making sure I'm not getting snuck up on. It's important, I know I pointed out, not to worry about zombies if you can get out of the room. This room's pretty popular. You're gonna have to come back in here later and it's gonna be really hectic. The last thing you want are 3 zombies trying to kill you. So we're gonna go ahead and check them out. And do the same thing with this guy. I know he wakes up. As you can hear, this guy's waking back up. It's just wild, man.
Shit.
They're all awake. I hate how they stumble. Makes it so hard to hit them. Come on, dude. And he's definitely done. You know they're done when their heads blow up. Alright, let me pick the red book up. So, this room's pretty important. You're gonna have to go across these bookshelves to get to the clock tower, which is over there. It's gonna be really hectic when we're trying to do that. It's gonna be, speed is gonna be of the essence in that time of the game. So we're gonna go ahead and move over what we can now instead of having to do all of it later. Obviously we need a tool to be able to move this one, but we're gonna move everything else as much as we can to prevent us from having to do it all at once when someone's chasing us, which is what will be happening later in the game. And there's bullets back here anyways, so alright, so this room's good as far as picking up stuff. Before we leave the room, we go back to the hall. We're gonna go in here and get this map. This door is locked from the other side. I'm gonna leave this because I want this item more right now. Done a bad job of prepping with inventory. Go to the notebooks. We're at the unicorn statue, so Pisces, Scorpion, and a pot. Alright, put this there. Not a big deal to leave this gunpowder right here because we're going to come right back and we're right on the other side of the main hall, so use the spade key to get out of here. Right down here, Marvin wants to talk to us. Just found Claire on the video, on the camera. I'm gonna skip the scene. So I'm gonna drop this in. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go back real quick, grab that gunpowder. We actually have to come back there later anyways, but I like to just go ahead and grab all the items I can as I'm sweeping through. We will be coming back to this area, so not a huge deal if you leave it behind, but let's go ahead and grab it while we can. Okay. Run on down. Go ahead and open this door with a spade key. This was that room we were in earlier. Now we can go in and out of it fine. Gonna do something that's gonna be a little unconventional and annoying, but actually let me put these books up, or these items up. Got one more spot for the spade key. I'm gonna go ahead and put these shotgun shells up because I don't have the shotgun yet, so it doesn't seem worth it. We need this like immediately, so I'm gonna hold on to it. Hard to know that unless you've played. I'm gonna keep this board because we're about to run through an area where there's windows. And we're about to use this key, but I'm also actually going to bring it right back after I use it, just so I can put it up. Not carry more items than necessary. And this will actually be the last place to use the spade key, so. Okay, alright, got a herb right here. Nothing really important on this, just kind of adding to the story. Use this key, and we're done. I'm gonna go through real quick though, do a quick little part of the game. Some boards. I don't know if you noticed, the boards stack, which is awesome. I think it's one of the few things that does that in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and touch this. It's the crankshaft, but now we know when we find an item, if we've forgotten where it was exactly, we can search the map and find it. Come in here. So, I don't know if we remember this from the photo. We can show you though. Commemorative photo. Looks like we need to copy this photo to, you know, get what we need, whatever that may be. So, arm on the ground here. So You could have examined it earlier, which you probably should have. And if you read the description, it says it looks like it was being held by a hand at some point. It's trying to help you. So here's the hand. Looks like it's supposed to be holding something. So there you go. It's kind of trying to lead you in the direction of stick these things together. So once we do that, I'm going to put it on here. And it's going to give us this scepter. Again, once we get the scepter, just like anything else, this has to be an item for progression, not really a weapon. So we're going to examine it, flip it over, and it gives us the jewel. Do the same thing with the jewel, examine it, just has a pricey looking gemstone, so we're just kind of SOL with that situation. Back over here, and we find the weapons locker key, which gives us access to the shotgun. Another piece of paper that not really saying a whole lot, so we're gonna head on out. Typically we're supposed to go this way, but I need to go put some stuff in the stash because I'm gonna be picking things up on the way, and I don't need the gemstone anytime soon. I probably will go ahead and grab the shotgun, since I can just run through this room over here. Hopefully everybody's still dead. Good to go. Love when they stay dead. It's rare. Rare occurrence. Okay. And great stuff here. Shotgun's great because it requires less aiming on my part, which I struggle with. I don't like how the music still gets all scary when you open this, because that means there's probably someone still here. Don't know how I missed this last time. You have to come back here later to go into the safe, and it seems like whenever you get the combination of the safe, when you come back, there's just a random zombie there all of a sudden, just because it's like almost guarding something that it knows you're coming back for. Alright, gonna put the spade key up because we're done with it. I'm gonna put this herb up. I'm pretty confident in myself that I won't need it. Don't necessarily recommend it. I'm also gonna put one of these knives up. I don't need two of them. And here we go. So we're gonna go back to that hallway where we went through the last spade key, or spade door. Okay. One of the most wildest things I've ever seen in this game. This helicopter just crashing into over here. So this is blocking this way. I would say just adding wrinkles to the game. Alright, you're safe right here. They can't come through. We got some more boards.
Marvin, do you copy?
More ammo. And our handy dandy bolt cutters,
Damn it.
which we're gonna go ahead and use right here. There may be somebody in this room when I go through. Yep, he's coming on in. I'm gonna board that window up after I kill this guy. Yep. We will come back through here later, and if you don't board this window up, it'll get very busy. So, guy over there, he's probably going to end up coming through here. Same thing here. I'm going to go ahead and board this up, just to try and slow him down. This one doesn't give me the option. That's always a good thing too.
What the?
Put this guy down. Okay, so this is the power switch that we saw earlier. This door, someone's gonna come through it in a minute. I'm gonna give them a chance to, instead of getting surprised. He's back up. Dude over there really wants to come in. Still waiting for someone to come through this door. I feel like it's gonna happen. Flash grenade can be used as a defense thing as well when you get bitten, or you can throw it whenever you want to kind of stun the enemies and run past them, which can be very useful. So I am full on everything, so I'm going to go through. I'm pretty sure someone's supposed to be standing there. He definitely is.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Put this in, and this opens that up all the way. Now that I've used that item, I can go pick something else up that I left behind. And this guy just walked back up. Even though I was pretty sure I blew his head off. Okay. As you can see, left behind the herb. And once we grab that, there's still something else left in here. Oh yeah, the wheel. And there's gunpowder in that room. So we're gonna go here. Drop some stuff off at the stash. The herb up, herb up. I need these very soon. I'm gonna drop this off. I don't really need this. I'm gonna use these boards quickly as well, but come on back. Very important item in this room that's for progression. There we go. Gunpowder. And this room is now good. So, onward and outward. Okay. I'm gonna pull out the gunpowder and make some shotgun shells. Combine the shotgun shells. Gonna put the wheel up. I'm gonna see another stash again before that's necessary. Yeah, perfect. Gonna use those boards. Now this hallway, when you come back through it this time, is now been kind of flooded, so it's not gonna be as easy to get through. You're gonna see there's a guy waiting for us right here. I wonder if I can kill him before he comes through. Nope, he's getting through first. Really bad aiming here. That's just... Sometimes they just stagger way too much. Board this thing up. Give me a guy right around the corner here, if I remember correctly. Yep. And just keep on running because it's gonna get busy. Alright, so this is where the chain door is. We have the bolt cutters. Sometimes it's better to just keep running. Don't let the music scare you too much. Just keep on going. Better to save ammo too. Okay, so locker room. Locker combination key is cap. So we can go back there and get that. Nearing the end of the video, for the record, running out of time for uploading purposes. So we'll be stopping soon. Trying to get to a good stopping point to where it makes sense, but see if we can get there. Alright, so now we're back through. When I said that this was a very popular area, here we are. If I hadn't boarded up this window, this place would probably have at least 2 zombies in it, so keep that in mind. Use the boards. Put the bolt cutters up, don't need them anymore. We're also going upstairs, so we don't need the boards. The boards are only beneficial for downstairs stuff. Gonna keep this because I'm actually about to get what I need. I'm gonna put this up, and I think I'm gonna put this up as well. Pretty confident I'm not gonna get, run into by anybody, so. And here we go. Oh wait, pardon me. Where we're going next, we're gonna need the wheel that we found. The valve handle, excuse me, to turn that steam off. And easy enough. Alright, so locker room. Cap. And it's just going to give us some shotgun shells. I know it seems kind of meaningless, but it definitely is significant. This zombie doesn't do anything, he just kind of falls over, which is very nice. Everything's out of this room, going through. And we get our first encounter with the liquor. We're going to enter this room to the left first. Just kind of walk. He's going to show you how nasty he is by eating that dude. And just keep on going. This is kind of a safe room, so nothing to worry about. Alright, so got the battery, and we're going to go ahead and combine it with this. We got the locker combination 9, 15, 7 for this room that was connected to the main hall. For that safe, so we'll be going down there. Let's grab this herb. Some more shotgun shells. Go ahead and put this on our map. Need the dongle key to put into the USB port here, which will give us access to that really good handgun. You don't need it to beat the game, but it sure as hell makes it easier. Another flashbang. Good to stock up on those. Some first aid spray and some gunpowder. And that's everything for this room. Alright, so we're gonna test our silent act. This guy, if he hits me, I'm just gonna make a run for it, but should be able to sneak by him. It's super annoying that you can't sometimes. Part of me wants to just kill him because I have to come back through this running at some point. Don't really want to do that. So I'm gonna throw this down. Somehow he's still hitting me. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Got through there. He's super mad. Luckily he's stuck to that room. Getting kind of annoyed, so and he's dead. Okay. Just want to touch this room. Diamond key, put it on the map. Get through here. Alright, we're gonna go upstairs to the room that we're gonna detonate, and then we're gonna stop the video after that. Be a good stopping point. Alright. Put it on here. And run. Don't have to get too far back. Game's super tricky with something it's about to do. I'm gonna make sure I point it out to you. So I don't know if you saw that and hear that. Anytime you do something in the game that causes some kind of ruckus, look for the room to change shape. So this thing just fell over and it's basically blocking the way out. Now it's easy to move, but it takes a second. And we're gonna have to kind of make a run for it in a minute, and if we didn't already move this, it would make the situation very, very difficult. So, run over here, and this is the last medallion to get. It's the goddess statue. Can't remember the order. So the goddess, bow, and the snake. This one's kind of worn, so. Hate when they're still moving and it feels like they're coming after me. Bow and arrow, you can tell by the point there, and then this is the snake and the last key. Alright, so this zombie's gonna come after me. Once I leave this little jail area, there's a licker that's gonna be chasing us, and I'm just gonna have to make a run for it and hope I make it. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. Okay. Kind of pick when you decide you want to run. I'm gonna run now. There, it's gonna be really close. And we made it. Super scary. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this hole in the ground that you're supposed to do. Just for completion purposes. Gonna head out. And put the last key in. And that's it. I'm gonna head to, I'm not gonna go through yet. That'll be where we start the next video. Gonna go save it. Alright, and after this, when we come back, we'll be doing the first boss fight. See you then.